What if the yellow brick road wasn't just a gateway to a magical land, but a gilded metaphor for America's economic dreams and nightmares? And what if the wizard isn't just a showman, but the gatekeeper of illusion? One moment he dazzles you with spectacle, the next, the curtain slams shut. L. Frank Baum's The Wonderful Wizard of Oz has captivated readers for over a century, but beneath its whimsical surface lies a sharp critique of wealth, power, and the illusions that govern our economy. Let's follow the road and see where it really goes. First published in 1900, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz has long been seen as more than just a children's tale. Many interpret it as an economic allegory of one of America's fiercest financial battles, the fight between gold and silver. Baum wasn't an economist, but he lived through the economic turbulence of the late 19th century, witnessing firsthand the struggles of farmers and workers as they fought against a financial system stacked against them. In theory, a gold-backed currency should keep money stable and fair, linking every dollar to a fixed amount of gold. From the start, gold remained in the hands of the powerful, limiting money for farmers and workers. This artificial scarcity led to deflation, falling wages, and mounting debt. Gold wasn't just a valuable metal, it was money itself. Unlike today, when money is just paper or digital numbers, every dollar was backed by a real physical resource. If gold was scarce, money was scarce, meaning there simply wasn't enough to go around. Imagine if computer chips, made of silicon and carbon, became our only form of currency. If tech companies hoarded them, the economy would freeze. Gold remained concentrated among a few, which naturally limited how much money could exist. To break free from gold's stranglehold, many pushed for bimetallism, a system where both gold and silver could be used as money. In The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, this idea is symbolized by Dorothy's silver shoes walking the yellow brick road, a path paved with gold, showing how silver could coexist with gold as currency. Supporters, including struggling farmers and laborers, believed adding silver to the currency supply would ease deflation, increase money circulation, and make debt easier to repay. But the financial and industrial leaders of the time, who benefited from tight money, fought to keep gold as the sole standard. They argued that adding silver would destabilize the economy, but the debate was never just about stability. It's about who dictates the rules. In the end, neither gold nor silver remained. By the 1930s, America had left the gold standard entirely, but not in favor of silver. The debate over bimetallism didn't just fade, it disappeared from mainstream discussion. What once represented a path to financial independence was left behind, replaced by a system where money became a matter of policy. Controlling money was just one piece of the puzzle. Behind the curtain of America's economy stood powerful figures who took the form of the Wicked Witches, symbols of wealth, power, and economic dominance. The Wicked Witch of the East and the Wicked Witch of the West weren't just villains, they were two halves of the same machine. The Wicked Witch of the East represents the first era of monopoly, the rise of industrial magnates who controlled America's railroads, factories, and financial empires in the late 19th century. She ruled over the Munchkins, keeping them trapped in her system, just as early industrial leaders structured labor through company-owned towns, debts, and dangerous conditions. She was the tyrant of industry, using economic chains rather than physical ones, while others did the building. But then, like in history, a storm came. Dorothy's house came crashing down, just like the late 19th century populist movements. Economic collapse brought her reign to an end. The people were free, or so it seemed. The Wicked Witch of the West was different. The fall of the Wicked Witch of the East didn't free the people, it only cleared the way for a new kind of ruler. Her weapons were scarcity, speculation, and fear. But they weren't just tools, they were chains. Like her, real-world monopolists controlled essentials: water, food, housing, energy. Now, that monopoly has evolved. Today it's data, algorithms, and the digital spaces where people live, work, and communicate. The monopoly expands, the rest just follow. And just as in the story, what finally destroys her isn't brute force or rebellion. It's water, the very resource she tried to control. In the end, even the ones who seem to hold power are just playing their role. Rulers come and go, but the system remains. If history has shown us anything, It's that no witch stays dead forever. The question isn't whether the witches will return. It's who they will be next. The Emerald City glows with an inviting green shimmer, a beacon of prosperity and abundance. But its brilliance is built on an illusion. The city's wealth isn't gold or silver, it's perception. In the same way, the modern financial system is built not on tangible assets, but on fiat money, currency that holds value only because we all agree it does. Green, the color of the Emerald City, isn't just a symbol of prosperity. It's the color of paper money, of banknotes that can be printed at will. Unlike gold or silver, which must be dug out of the ground, fiat money is conjured with a keyboard and some suspension of disbelief. This makes it powerful and incredibly sketchy. It relies on trust and trust alone. The wizard, ruling from behind the curtain, is no different from the financial and political elites who maintain this illusion. He projects power, control, and abundance, but behind the flashing lights and booming voice, he's just a guy pulling levers and hoping no one asks too many questions. Modern monetary systems work the same way. We see big numbers, infinite liquidity, economic stability, but it's all just faith, spreadsheets, and people in expensive suits maintaining the illusion. And just like the wizard, the system doesn't give people real wealth, it manufactures the illusion of it. The scarecrow wanted intelligence, and the wizard gave him a diploma. The lion wanted courage, so he got a medal. The tin man wanted a heart, and he got a ticking clock. So what's left for us? Money that only exists because we owe it. And a system where freedom comes at a price, with interest. The Emerald City doesn't just run on trust, it runs on debt. Before Dorothy and her friends can enter the Emerald City, they must fall asleep. A subtle but powerful moment. They cannot walk into the illusion while fully awake. They must close their eyes, embrace the dream, and step into the illusion. And as long as the payments never stop, neither does the dream. A century ago, Austrian economists warned us, the same forces that once hoarded gold to starve the economy are the ones that now print money endlessly. Different system, same illusion. In Baum's original book, Dorothy's iconic shoes weren't ruby, they were silver. Her silver shoes held the power to take her home, just as bimetallism was seen as the key to economic freedom. But when MGM adapted The Wizard of Oz for the big screen, they changed silver to ruby. Technicolor demanded vibrant colors, and red dazzled on screen in a way silver couldn't. But the real magic was never in gold, silver, or the illusions of the wizard. It was in Dorothy all along. Red is the color of the heart, of love, of human connection, and in the end, that was the only power that was ever real. The ruby slippers remind us that the heart, not wealth or illusion, holds the key to true power. Systems rise and fall, gold and silver lose their luster, but love and trust are the only currency that lasts. So was it all just a dream? Or is every system we trust just a dream we choose to believe in? Maybe it is. Maybe the illusion runs deeper than we think. That's why we've put together a library page, a hand-picked selection of books offering deeper insights into money, history, and society. Your book purchase through our links helps support this project at no additional cost to you. But more than just reading, it's about expanding how we see the world, together. A huge thank you to all our new subscribers. Your support keeps this going. And if you're new here, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new episode.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.